Hi, family.
Yay, family!
Hi, family. How are we doing?
We're weird okay. Not being in the same room with you.
I know.
Doing this.
Well, we're gathered here to talk about the steps.
The steps.
Let's do it.
Every time I think that I've been taking the steps, you end up mad at me for making a mess.
What a crazy journey the steps was.
It was a crazy journey. It was a lot of ups and downs recording this song.
Hills and valleys.
There's always a problem child on every record, but the steps, I think, was the biggest problem child.
I remember starting it with Rostam in the studio, and it was just the two of us.
The song started with two elements. This funky drum part that went boom, ka, ka, boom, ka, and a guitar riff that went bum, ba, da, da, da.
It didn't hit either of us on the head like, this is the next single or anything, you know? It was just very like, okay, cool, that's a cool idea, let's put it in the bank.
And I remember hearing the steps, and I think everybody other than you and Rostam were like, wait, what's that? And both you and Rostam were like, oh, it's something that you guys had written like a couple months before. And I think all of us in the studio were like, wait, we should work on that. That sounds sick. And then I think the next day we really started working on it.
The steps kind of jumped around with different BPMs. I think first it felt good, but we couldn't figure out the drum part. So Ariel's idea was to slow it down.
And then I went down this like annoying journey of slowing it down and driving everybody nuts for a while before I think I forced Rostam in some way to then eventually speed it way up and come up with a whole other drum part.
We all started playing music by playing drums.
Drums is the most important thing to our band. I feel like
we just care about the drums so much and the part and how they sound. And
once we get the drums right, that's when it kind of feels like we're sailing. But getting to that point takes a long time.
It was 2.5 months in to trying to figure out how to finish this song.
Nerves were at their ends.
The punk drums from 2013 entered the picture.
We tried it a couple different ways, but because the punk drums are so heavy on the kick, we left out the kick.
Danielle's drumming is such a big part of what makes a Haim song a Haim song.
Initially, I think the one lyric that we had was, you don't understand. Or you don't understand me. And then I just kind of came up with that melody of the verse and the chorus right away. It came to me super quick.
From the original day that me and Danielle started the song, I took her harmony and I pitched it to this somewhat dissonant note. It makes your hair stand on the back of your head when Alana sings it. It's pretty amazing.
You used to come by and sit down by my side.
Bass was tricky with this song.
Yeah, I think I was obsessed with trying to add as many subtle elements as possible to the chorus, and Rostam was doing a great job of holding me back from overdoing it.
Every day I wake up and I make money for myself.
And then two of the last elements that we added were my 12-string acoustic, and then Danielle doing this kind of Keith Richards, Mike Campbell vibe riff. Multi-month process, team effort. It drove us crazy. Yeah, it ultimately made us happy.
The best part about working with Ariel and with Rostam is that they really did listen to what we wanted and let us kind of go on these weird tangents and kind of figure out what we wanted for this record. And I think that you can hear it on the record is we had just so much fun.
And every day I wake up and I make money for myself. And always share bedroom in bed. I don't need your help. Do you understand?
I always want a song to when you're listening to it to kind of come out at you from the speakers, and I feel like this song really does, and it kind of feels like it like smacks you in the face almost.
And I feel like with this song, it finally captured how we are on stage on record, and I think that was like a big deal.